Alright, so today at Imagine Garage we are building a really cool Is300. So what we're doing with this one is we're removing all of these flares that don't fit very well, the bumper, all this type of stuff, the front body kit, all of these guys, and the bumper and all this support stuff. And we're taking it all out and we're going to be swapping it with a brand new fresh body kit. So he likes the style, it was okay for him, but now he wants to update it, get it all repainted and all freshened up. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I'll show you the other part of the body kit right over here. So here's kind of the rest of the new body kit. It's a Mons body kit, which is super cool body kit. It looks really good. It's got all the pieces to it. So we're going to be taking all of it. Also, there's a lot of nice stuff still in the car. We're leaving all the carbon on the car, carbon rear, carbon front. And it should look good on the Yankees that are sitting on it right now. So give me a second, we're going to start tearing all this stuff apart and I'll kind of show you what it looks like after it's all stripped off and naked. Alright, so we've got the front half of the car apart and completely off. So bumpers off, fenders off, canards are off, everything's off, ready to rock and roll. We're going to be putting the new front fenders on here in a second. And then we'll show you how we're going to tape it, mark it up, and then start cutting everything off. Okay, so we've now taken the whole rear end off as well. But there's this ugly looking, like someone grabbed it with pliers and cut it, and I don't know what it is, but very rigid edge all the way around this thing. So we're going to cut this, clean it all up. We've already done it to the other side, so I'll show you this side real fast. If you look, that's what it'll come out like at the end. So nice and smooth, there's no more sharp edges, and it's not going to cut the tire or anything like that. So we're going to do the other side to match this one, and then we're going to start fitting the over fenders over this and see how it all looks. Okay, so we've now cut all this out, and this is going to be the clearance we need for this wheel well. And then this is the new over fender. We're going to bolt it on first, figure it all out, and then we'll actually attach it properly. Alright, so I've mounted them on softly. They're just self-tappers before I put all the rivets in. But you want to make sure everything is perfect. It's all lined up. It's right here on the edge, so you can fit a bumper on it nice and clean. And the most important part is if you look down, there's a ridge right here that has to line up with this line. So just to make sure that's all perfect, the bottom's cut out. Now you have all this wheel clearance that you didn't have before. And yeah, I think it's going to look really good once it's all back together. And now it covers the wheel perfectly. So the next part of this is we're going to be doing the trunk. And the carbon fiber trunk you have to be very careful drilling into because it is carbon fiber. But we're going to drill it into it, and we're going to be mounting this wing setup. There we go. On it like this. So that's pretty much what the trunk will end up looking like. Really cool. I love the duckbill lip. And yep, this is what we're gonna be installing. So I'm gonna clean the trunk, get it all prepped, and then we will start installing this guy, finding a center line and marking it from there. Okay, so we have all of the main fenders on. Now we've done the main front lip and the sides up here. Also what we did was we took the stock lights out of them, painted them, put them back in. So that's all good to go. We also had to relocate the front bash bar, like intercooler thing up. And then these guys, we built these plates. You have to notch this out, but this is a regular 3x3 plate. This is what we're going to mount the front bash bar to. And then if you come over to the rear, I just finished welding the rear part of this, which came out really good. I used 3x3s, and it's welded like this. And the reason why we welded this on and didn't use these little 10 mils is because, one, the bigger bolts will pass tech, and second of all, he wanted to be able to jack it up from the rear. And I've seen some people try and jack it up from these little 10s, but they just tend to bend and break if you hit anything. So we're going to build a bar nice and tucked right around here, all the way across to that side and around. Make sure after you're done you always paint them so that nothing rusts. And then these bolts actually come in through the inside to sandwich the whole entire thing all together. So these are welded from the inside, plates welded on, and this is welded on the back of the plate. So next step is building the bash bar. Alright, so the car is ready for paint. We're loading her up right now. Daryl's loading her up. And we have all the bash bars done, everything's completed, everything's off though, so that we're ready to rock. Hey, he has a taillight out. And then it's gonna go straight to paint. So be ready for a new fresh color. All right, so we just got the Is300 back from paint, and it looks perfect, exactly the color you wanted. So you wanted like a green, green Formica or something. I don't know exactly the color, but it's a dark green color made by Toyota, and it looks amazing. So check it out. Here we go. And look at the heavy pearl in it. So it's kind of crazy. It's like an olive color, but then it turns to like a dark green and goes into a light green as well. So it's a really cool color. It looks almost a silvery in certain lights and then changes to different colors as we go through it. But they did a really great job painting it. There's no orange peel or anything, and it's perfect. The body kit's all done right. They primed everything, got it all set up. The bumpers look really good as well. They didn't get any overspray on anything. They even painted all the little lines. I mean, did all of it. Got the top all done for us. So it came out really, really good. I think he's going to be super stoked. So basically what we're doing now is we're doing the bash bars. We're going to finish up putting the bash bar on. I mean, it's already built. We're just installing it. Installing the new headlights, hood pins, rear bumper, and then it should be done from there. So give me a second. I'll show you what it all looks like with the bash bars on. All right. So now here's the final product of the bash bar. It just barely tucks right over this little ledge that's in here, right up against there, and it'll go right below the headlights to protect anything from getting hit in the front. And then as we make our way to the back of the car, this is how the rear is set up. Let's see. That's probably the best view of it. There we go. So that's how we did it. We did it so you have a jacking point down there in the middle. You can jack it up. It barely clears underneath the bumper so you can't see it at all. Wraps around both sides. It's nicely welded and fit there. Very, very snug with the body line if you look. Right there, just enough to protect everything all the way around. And all hidden in there, good to go. So we're going to do that. Then we put the caps on it just so nothing hits there. Also, if it hits from the side, it should hit here and scuff off. It won't get hooked on anything. And now we're going to install the rear bumper, which is right here. Hey, kitty cat. And yeah, we're going to be putting that on. And then another set of taillights too, a fresh set. So give me a second and we'll get that all rocking. All right, so check it out. That's what she looks like finished, complete, ready to rock and roll. He's fighting with it up top, but check out the new tail lights. They line up perfect. And then we'll check it out. Oh, check this out too. Put the little logos on. And then the front. The bumper's all mounted. The way cleaner headlights. You can actually see yourself in the headlights now. Front bumper's all on, and everything is good to rock and roll. So, all right, there we go. Have fun.